Record. Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Realistic Rainbow Radio podcast. Of course, my name is Uthman Solomon, and it's an absolute pleasure being on this side of the wireless with you guys. Yes, I'm not working the way it should. I'm only hearing myself through one channel, and ask any radio presenter, it's not the best way to hear yourself. But nonetheless, we're going to sort of figure this thing out as we go along during the course of this morning. We're gonna figure this thing out as we go along during the course of this morning. Let's just get into some music in the background. Yeah, I've just mentioned about the great sporting week that we had this past week. West Ham United beating, of course, or winning that UEFA Conference League and qualifying therefore for the UEFA Europa League. That's well done to them. And then of course the great sporting weekend on Saturday, or great sporting event on Saturday rather, was the UEFA Champions League, where Manchester City completed their treble, made history again, and won the very first UEFA Champions League. Congratulations to Pep Guardiola and the team. I think it's sad to have seen that Eric De Bruyne had to leave the field again, but I guess it's one of those things. And I saw a picture of him and Gundogan looking at that Champions League trophy. Oh my goodness, that's such a beautiful thing. And I really wish that next season Manchester United will step up to the plate and go full force in not just retaining the UEFA Champions League title in England, but also winning it again. I'm confident and I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful, more hopeful than confident. Good morning to you, welcome to it. Let's get into some great music. I've got some lekker tunes listed. Let me just get into the order that I've selected them. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know when last I've heard this one play, and that is why I brought it along this morning. I've actually never heard this one, until I got this track about a week ago. It's got a massively long intro, but it's still a good tune nonetheless. If you into that 90s feel, you're gonna love this one. It's Genuine with his track entitled Pony. My name is Uthman Solomon. This is Realistic Rainbow Radio, and we're recording live from the Westvliet Circle out here in Atlantis.
Rainbow Radio. You're listening to Uthman Solomon's Realistic Rainbow Radio.
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't too much of a hyped up fan about this tune when I was younger. I mean, I was about, 9, 11 years old when this one came out, and I knew nothing about riding ponies. But yeah, as I grew older, the one thing that stood out to me in the song, of course, was not necessarily the lyrics, but the good production of the song. The bass, the beat, the melody, that kind of thing. That's what I'm into. That's what I listen to. That is Genuine with Pony here on Realistic Rainbow Radio. Good morning to you and welcome to it. It's almost time for me to say my goodbyes. I do not have much time left. I didn't even realize that just switching on and setting up would take such a long time, and it really did. It really did. So winning the. So that's that, and let's have that on the screen. There we go. Congratulations to Manchester City on winning the UEFA Champions League. I needed to put that on there. I needed to say that. Okay, so comments. There's no comments, and we're still doing this solo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play one more track before I make my way out of here. I almost said out of the studio. We're not in the studio. In fact, we're in a mobile studio. I'm in my car, sitting at the garage here at the Westplay Circle at Shell Garage. I love this place. It's actually nice to come and park here. I started parking here during the heart of lockdown. In fact, with lockdown, most of the gates on the shopping center was closed. Access to the shopping mall, so the parking lots was closed, and with the few that was open, you would two things would happen. You would have to walk far to get to your store where you work, and secondly, at the times of month end and so, then it's so busy and so full that you don't actually find a parking. So I decided to come and park here, and I haven't parked anywhere since, unless of course there's this odd day when they need to work here on the parking bay where I stand, and I need to move my bum. But more than half the time, this is where I stand, and it's a lekker spot. I wish that one day we could open a radio station just here in the heart of Atlantis, Western Circle, in what I love to refer to as the Atlantis CBD. This is like the best place to broadcast from. There's activity, people up and about, you see vehicles, you see Mensa, you just see the activity of the day. So often when I broadcast from home, when I do it, and I do it in my living room, and it becomes so bloody boring. If there's no one on air, you do not see people for that, say, 20 minutes, half an hour when I need to leave home to come and fetch my wife here at the My City bus stop. And I say, Jere, ek dog almal slaap, but as eindelijk vrek bizar, people are up and about. That is one of those things. I think one thing that a radio station needs and really should think about when they do set up is the location where they're broadcasting from. The more people you see, the more livelier the show becomes, I guess. I mean, it's that interaction also between yourself and the listeners, who's probably not necessarily online at the time when you broadcast, but those around you in the vicinity where you are broadcasting from. If they're able to get the sound of the music, if they're able to see you speaking on air, those kind of things really pushes or injects some liveliness to the whole show altogether. So yeah, it is Monday. We really looking forward for a great week. There's another public holiday on its way, of which some of us are working, but we're not complaining. We're just gonna grind through. We're gonna work through this thing, because that is what we do. That is exactly what we do.
Uthman Solomons on Rainbow Radio.
And we're getting back into the music. One of those tracks that was sampled by Kanye a couple of years ago, and I must say I never really listened to the original version until I heard what Kanye did to it, and Kanye really mastered the song.
Look in your eyes and I can see you've loved so dangerously. You're not trusting your heart to anyone. You tell me you're gonna play it smart. We're through before we start, but I believe that we've only just You still need time to heal, and I can fall if you'll only let me try. You touched me and something in me knew what I could have with you. Now I'm not ready to kiss that dream goodbye. When it's this sweet, there's no saying no. I need you so I'm ready to go. Through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I'd gladly risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever comes what may. For a chance at loving you, I'd take it all away. Right down to the wall, even through the fire.
It's one of those songs that dates back. I can't even begin to think how far along it dates back to. And because I'm using this device to record the show on, I cannot even go and check on Google. But nevertheless, it's one of those brilliant tunes that I think Kanye really did a great job of sampling in his song Through the Wire. And this is, of course, Shaka Khan with her track entitled Through the Fire. Woo!
Uthman Solomons on Rainbow Radio.
Yeah, and that's about how we bring the show to an end this morning, guys. At least this recording, of course. I need to get into the shop. I need to get into the store. I need to get into work. There's still a lot of things to be done before the shop actually opens. But I really thank you for joining us this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure. I don't always get the time to go on air, go live. But yeah, I wanted to spend some time with you guys this morning. A couple of stuff that I want to touch on during the course of this week. I know you might have seen the notifications, but your dustbins out here in the Atlantis, Mamre, Witstrand areas, the schedule for those dustbin removal will change, and I'll share all of those details with you during the course of this week. I need to make sure that you guys are informed and kept up to date. Jy wil nie hê jy moet jou drom buite sit die oggend en dan sien jy vanaand wanneer jy by die huis kom, die drom staan nog hier nie. But yeah, I'm going to share all of those details with you during the course of. So yeah, until next time, boys and girls, thank you for joining us. Have a lovely day. And like I always say, spread love and keep the peace.